Welcome back to the world that was, and this 3,000 point battle between Ogre Kingdoms and Bretonnians. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us again. If you're not already, please give us a subscribe, give us a thumbs up, give us a like. All your support is greatly appreciated. Today we're doing something a little bit different. It is 3,000 points, Ogres versus Bretonnians, and both Jay and myself are off to the North Remembers event in April next year, 2022. Which is an 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy tournament. And these are possible lists that we might be taking. So Ogres for myself, Bretonnians for Jay. Bonus for you guys, you've not seen these on the channel before. The event uses a comp rating, so we'll go through the lists in a minute, but the Ogres are on a -4, Bretonnians are on a +2 with these lists that are here. Just gives us a chance to try out the list to see what we think of them, really, and is a bit of a larger game for you guys. The mission we're playing today is also from that event pack. It's called Dawn Chorus, which is basically the Dawn Attack mission, but there's some slight tweaks with how far you can see in the first 2 turns. So with that, let's run you through both the armies. Looking at the Ogre Kingdoms, out on the flank, got a unit of 8 Lead Belchers. They are supported with an Iron Blaster and Noblar Scrap Launcher. We've got 2 Rhinox Riders, upgraded with a Bellower and a Champion. Heavy Armor, Iron Fists on them for the 1-up save. Unit of 9 Ogres there with Full Command and Iron Fists. Got a 5 Alien there, Scroll Caddy and Potion of Speed on him. Bigger unit of Iron Guts. It's a unit of 9. Also in that unit is my Tyrant. He's got a big name, magic weapon, and Armor of Fortune, I think it is, on him. BSB behind with some magic armor on him, and my level 4 Slaughtermaster using Law of the Moor. First of the 2 Saber Tusks. 3 Mournfang Cavalry, upgraded with the heavy armor and Iron Fists on them. They've got Banner of Eternal Flame. And the other Saber Tusk out on the flank. Deployment was rolled for as per the mission, and it comes in, I say, -4 on the comp for that Ogre's army. And looking down at this rather lovely Bretonnian army out on the flank, starting with
a unit of 5 Mounted Yeomen with the Musician and Standard Bearer.
Behind them we've got Trebuchet, I know that one.
Then a unit of 6 Grail Knights with the Banner of Defence, and there's a Prophetess in there who's level 4 with Heavens.
Just see here. Next to them
is a unit of 9 Knights of the Realm, and with a Damsel in that unit who's level 2 Beasts.
Yep, big old unit next to these guys.
It's a unit of 12 Questing Knights with the Banner of Swiftness, and then there are 3 Paladins in there, one of which is the BSB. Then a unit of 3 Pegasus Knights, again with full command, and next to them is a Paladin on a Pegasus. And there's the first unit of Peasant Bowmen with their defensive stakes. Unit of 9 Knights Errant, and the Bretonnian Lord General is in there with them. And then over on the left hand side we've got 2 more units of Peasant Bowmen.
Okay, and your comp score for this army comes in at
+2.
+2, so what the event organisers would deem as slightly suboptimal choices, which basically has a bearing in the tournament of who you play in your first game and your overall score. I think you're going to be praying aren't
Yeah,
you?
indeed,
So
yes.
it's going to be Ogres with turn 1 coming up. Start of the Ogre's turn. Before we do anything else, we need to work out how far we can see. Turn 1, it's 4d6 times 2. 16 inches my army can see. Let's get some movement done. Movement for the Ogres is complete, no charges because we couldn't see far enough to do anything. The peasant yeoman had vanguarded up, but they were far enough back that they couldn't be seen by the Sabertusk. So he's gone up to make a nuisance of himself. Everything else has just sort of ambled forward, really. It's going to be a very quick turn for the Ogres. With it, we'll move on to the Winds of Magic. Oh, 9. I will try my 2 channels. For none. Let Jay try yours. You get 1. Just before I start casting magic, worth telling you what I've got. So the Firebelly's just got Fireball, and my Slaughtermaster I rolled really well. Ended up with Spine Marrow, Bull Gorger, Toothcracker, and Troll Guts. So the +1 strength, +1 toughness, regen, and making me stubborn, which is all very nice. We're going to start with a 3-dice Toothcracker, going down onto the Mournfang to give them +1 toughness. 10, 13, 17. That one is cast.
Level 4 is going to dispel.
Yes, that's dispelled. Okay. We're going to 4-dice Troll Guts just on his own unit. Which is 7. Oh, sorry, I'm almost knocking over Pegasus Knight. 7, 10, 14. And that one. Oh, wow. Yeah, that one's cast. Okay, so we'll give Troll Guts to him. Just try my law attribute. Oh, no. I take a strength 6 hit. Let you roll that for me. See if I... 4 ones in a row. Brilliant. Managed to cast a Spine Marrow with the remaining Power Dice on the Mournfang. And with it, that's the end of the Ogre's turn. We can't see far enough to shoot our Cannonball or the Scrap Launcher. Can't do it indirectly. That's included in the mission pack rules for this mission. So that's it. Ogre's turn 1 done. See how Bretonia respond. And at the start of the Bretonnian turn, before we do anything, let's see how far you guys can see. 4d6 times 2. Oh, you can see considerably further than I can. Oh dear. 34 inches. Right. Let you have a think, see if you've got any charges. Lots and lots of charges from the Bretonnians. You can see a long way. Tried to test not to have to charge with the Knights Errant, but they failed. So they're charging into the Rhinox Riders. I'll have to hold there because of my frenzy. Coming over this way, some more charges.
Questing Knights into the Mournfang.
That's these lads into it. Yeah, I'll be holding.
The Knights of the Realm, same unit.
Hold.
And the Grail Knights, same unit.
Hold. They're long charges, but not super long. The charge here?
Yes, and the Human are going to charge them.
I will hold there as well. Right, where do you want to roll for first?
Let's do the Errants first.
Okay. Oh, that's a 1 behind there.
17.
It's going to be close. We'll have a little check. The charges have gone, or not, as the case was. Both the Knights Errant, the Questing Knights, and Knights of the Realm all failed their charges. Sorry, these are Grail Knights. Yeah, the Knights of the Realm did make it in. Other movements done. We've got Pegasus Knights that have moved up to make a nuisance of themselves just out of front arc of the Iron Guts, and the Paladin Pegasus chap is up here too. Winds of Magic. Wow, you've rolled so many ones already. I'll try my channels. Nope. No, so 2 dice to 1. Magic was a non-event as expected. The attempt to cast Harmonic Convergence down here was dispelled. The shooting has gone a little bit better though. All 3 units of Peasant Bowmen have fired their flaming arrows, which is quite important. We've done a couple of wounds up here and a couple of wounds down here. Importantly for this one, it means the regen cannot be used the rest of this phase. And it's time for the Trebuchet.
I'm waiting for the guy behind the standard bearer. He's within 34.
Yep, just
is.
is. Okay, that lad's head. Let's, Ooh, you've got a hit. Okay. Lookout, sirs, past. See what we can do. This is the 8 on the other guys, not directly underneath the huge rock. Oh, we've got him as well, have we? Okay, purple one for the guy that is... Oh dear.
So that's
7 wounds plus a very, very flat ogre, which multiplies into Ah, 2. Panic test for losing 25% is a pass. The knights have stabbed with their lances, the devastating charge, and all the horrible nastiness that came with it. We've got 6 wounds through onto the Mournfangs. Strength 5 into it, so looking for 4 ups. Okay, just 1 wound that goes through. That could have been worse. Let's swing back. Despite losing another wound to the horses, the Mournfangs have done very well swinging back, managed to kill 5 of the knights. Means that the Mournfang have won the combat by 2. No steadfast or stubborn for you, is it? So just on a -2. 5 there, holding put. And with it, that we've got the combat to resolve down here. I think that's going to be fairly self-explanatory what's going on there. And then we'll be back for Ogres, turn 2. Ogres turn 2. Let's see how far I can see this time. Oh, I can see a little bit further, thankfully. 16, 32 inches.
Quadruple this time.
Oh, quadruple. Massive. I can see a long way. So my maths was terrible then. It wasn't 16, it was 18, and it quadruples on turn 2, so I can see 72 inches, a very long way. A few charges, starting with the Rhinox Riders coming down into your Knights Errant. Holding. Okay, and my big unit are charging down into your Questing Knights. Holding again.
Yep.
Okay, try these guys first. That one what we said it was, but we'll double check it. And the one over this side. 11, yep, and I get an ogre charge with that one too. Both of the charges made it in. Other movement, the normal bulls, ogres have just turned around to face this way. Other saber-tusks have gone to replicate the death of his friend over there. 2 chariot machines have come forward. These guys have stayed put, as we can see these units down here. Winds of magic. It's a little bit better this time. I'll try my 2 channels. Nope, none for me. And 1 for you. Starting off with a non-boosted Trollguts down on his own unit here for the regens. Throwing 5 dice at it. Not irresistible. Okay. We're on 10, 17, 21.
Dispel scroll.
So gamey. Okay. I'm going to struggle to get anything else off now. Because you've got 8 dice because you use one of your magic items to get a couple extra too. 5 dice Tooth Cracker on the same unit. This is +1 toughness. That is also cast on 15, 19, 23. And we will try a single fireball onto your Pegasus Knights down there. No. Lead Belchers unleashed down into those peasant bowmen. Managed to kill 1. See if the Iron Blaster can do any better. It's going down at these peasant bowmen, 10 inches from the back. So we're 6 inches from the back, and we bounce 10 straight through them, destroying that obstacle. Scrap Launcher tried to fire indirectly down here. Still see the result of that misfire. See what he's done to himself. Oh, it's a 6. Can't fire this 10. That's not too bad. Cool. Come back for some combat. We have resolved the combat down here without the benefit of their lances. The knights really struggled, didn't manage to get any wounds through on the Mournfang. Mournfang managed to kill another 2 in return. Means that they've lost combat by 2.
Staying put.
Staying put. Okay, we'll go on to this one. Work out how many impact hits I'm going to get first. Disappointing results from the impact hits, despite some of them being at strength 7 with my Giant Breaker name. Only managed to kill 2, and it's these paladins at the front who are swinging first. And we've got this guy on the end who's going into my Tyrant. There's no fear check because you're immune to psychology. So let's roll to hit.
2 hits.
Okay.
That's 2 dice. You need to roll to destroy your magic weapon.
Destroy my weapon? This is not good.
Well, a 4+ it's destroyed. It is destroyed.
Oh, man.
Right, rolling for wound, strength 6, toughness
5.
1 wound.
I'm just going to go straight to my ward. which I have failed. Other paladins have swung, managed to get 3 more wounds through, finishing off another ogre. Next initiative step is for the tyrant to swing back into this paladin on the end. Don't have his magic weapon anymore, so only 5 attacks. Oh man, and weapon skill 6.
Freeze hit.
Phew. Strength 6. Looks a bit cocked. We'll want that one again. 2. That's 1.
5 plus 4.
Ward. Ah, yuck. There's going to be some horses, and then we're all doing our great weapons together. And Jay has just made every single one of the ward saves that he needed. So I've not killed any more of them, and I had some more wounds inflicted back on me. I got a combat as a 5, 10 for the questing knights. I don't have a crown of command. I didn't get any of my spells to make me stubborn. Rerollable 5. Nope. Nope. Broken, chased, and run down. Over 1,300 points of ogres have just been killed. Not good. That's what happens when you put all your characters in one big unit and it fluffs on its rolls. But hey, these guys fluffed here. It's a dice game at the end of the day, isn't it? So, hopefully the Rhinox Riders can do something. Impact hits first. At the end of all the blows, the Rhinox Riders are victorious. However, the Knights Errant are going to be steadfast due to having that one front rank. Can they stay put? Ooh, where's it gone? Yeah, it's a 5. They do. Okay, that's it for Ogre's turn 2. Things not looking too brilliant for them, having lost that unit, although there's still a lot of firepower and a lot of points on the board. Let's see what's left after Bretonnians turn 2 coming up. Sun's still rising for this Bretonnian army. How far can they see? Start their turn 2. Oh, a long way.
60 inches.
Yeah, far enough that it doesn't matter. And a few more charges from the Bretonnians. What are we doing?
The Paladin on Pegasus is going to attempt to charge the Mournfang.
Yeah, no, I can do about that.
The Pegasus Knights are going to charge your Bulls.
I will hold.
The Questing Knights are going to charge the Mournfang.
I will hold. Nothing else I can do about that.
And the Yeomen are going to charge
Down
the
here.
Sabres.
Okay, I don't think anything can fail other than possibly, well, this guy can. So do you want to roll for him?
Yeah,
Oh,
technically
we'll
move
move
my
the others
Pegasus.
first. Yeah, so that Pegasus Knights will go first, then the Questing Knights, and then this guy, if he can make it.
An 11 I need. No.
No. All of the charges have gone in where they needed to. Only other movement is these knights down here that are trying to get back into the action. Let's move on to Winds of Magic. Hoping for more than a 2. Oh, off the table. 7. 1 channel for me now. Nope.
For me. No.
No. Okay. 6 to 7.
Right, casting the boosted harmonic convergence.
Okay.
It's cast.
Oh, dear me. 8, 11, 15. Oh, we still got lots of dice. Yeah, it's dispelled. Ice Sharp Blizzard was successfully cast down on the Mournfang, and Curse of the Midnight Wind dispel scrolled by the Firebelly to stop these here. Moving into shooting, we've got some more flaming arrows coming down into the lead belchers. Combined firepower of the 2 units of bowmen managed to plink off a couple more wounds from the lead belchers, nothing else from the last unit. And the trebuchet now aiming down on the scrap launcher. It can see it. Ooh, scattered off 6 inches, so not going to hit, thankfully. Working through the combats, Sabertusk managed to drag down 1 more of the yeomen, but then lost the combat, turned and fled off the board. They passed their leadership test to reform and stay there rather than chase him. This one was a pretty bloody affair. Managed to get 1 wound through on the damsel. That was it, really. And then I've lost 2 of the other Mournfang to a combination of the Paladins, the BSB, and everybody else that's behind him. The Ice Sharp Blizzard with the -1 to hit really made a difference on my damage output. Means I've lost combat by 8. Snake Eyes. No. He's the standard bearer, so he explodes and is killed anyway. The wording on the rules, we think these guys are still going to have to overrun or test not to, because you didn't wipe me out in combat and I have turned to flee. What's the other unit going to do?
The other new unit's going to reform.
Reform. Okay. Leadership test for the questing knights. Ooh, is that gone? Can't see.
No, that's a fail.
BSB? 8.
That's a pass.
Okay. So let those guys reform, and then we'll move on. We've still got 2 more combats to do down here. Going on to this combat here, we've got fear test first. Keep rolling away, I can't see.
Pass.
7, they passed it. And you're putting 2 of them going into the fire belly, yeah?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Wanted to hit him. 3, strength 5, toughness 5, force to wound. 1 wound. I don't have any armour, so I just go down to 3. Do you want to do your attacks into the other ogres?
2.
The other guy.
2 hits. 2 wounds.
And there's going to be no save. Oh, I do get parry saves on them. No. Okay.
And the Pegasus, also initiative 4. So we've got another 4 into the fire belly.
Yep.
I think they're only back to skill 3. Yep.
Please. No. And then into the ogres. Can you finish one off? Oops. No. Okay. Grab my dice and swing back. Managed to kill 1 Pegasus Knight, do a wound through onto the champion. Thankfully, it was the musician who I killed. We drew combat, but I have a bellower, and the musician is dead. Means I win. So, can they stay?
Not on the first attempt.
Okay, BSB is in range.
Not
on the second attempt. Do I want to run at you? Yeah, I don't see why I wouldn't, to be honest, because it's just going to bring me up this way. So I'm going to try and chase you. How far are you going?
Not very.
Not very. It's a 5 and an 8, and there will be panic for him unless he's immune, and I think that's probably too far on this one.
He's not within 6.
Not within 6. Okay, cool. We'll get these guys moved up, and then we'll do the final combat down here. Bloodbath continued down here. The Lord, with his heroic killing blow, managed to slay one of the Rhinox riders outright. Lost 3 more of his fellow riders with him to the Thunderlord there, though. Drawn combat. None of us have got any musicians. That's the end of that, and it's the end of turn 2. That's all it's been. Sun is still rising over this battlefield, and there's been absolute carnage. Turn 3 for the ogres. The sun is fully up. They can now see what's in front of them. What can we do about it? Movement for the ogres is complete. We had a charge go in down here, and the lead belchers move around over here. Done quite a bit of damage to myself just with terrain, really. Dangerous terrain from this one due to it being a venom thicket. This one is a wildwood that's done some wounds to finish off an ogre down there. The scrap launcher and iron blaster lining themselves up for some shots. Avoiding the magic face because I only have 1 spell and I can't cast it whilst I'm in combat. We're going into shooting. Scrap launcher is going down here. We're aiming for this lad's head. Oh, twice! Come on! 5, 6. That's the same as last time. I just can't shoot this turn. Right, we'll see if my iron blaster can do any more. I'm doing a grape shot down into those guys. I'm within 12. How many shots do I get? Shooting did manage to kill a few of the bowmen, but they passed their panic test. Didn't manage to hit with any of the grape shot from my 2 shots. Combat, go on to this one here. I did drink my potion of speed at the start of the turn. I'm now the same initiative as the Grey Knights, but I'm going to do mine first because it's fun. So it's 2d6. 10, very nice. Look for 3s. Okay. 6 and a -1.
3 plus.
Oh, just 1 and your ward. Oh, come on. Ogres have managed to kill 4 of the knights, only lost 1 in return. Firebelly did take a wound as well. I've won the combat by 3. Rerollable leadership 5. Oh, they've done it. Okay. Back to this one down here. Let's see if the Lord can heroic killing blow and finish me
Fear
off.
test first.
Fear test, yeah.
Failed.
Ooh, good, good, good.
5s to hit.
It's 2 hits, there your 6s. Can he wound? Just looking for those 6s. No.
A wound through.
Which I have shrugged off. Managed to inflict 2 wounds still on the Lord and finish off the other knight. Means you've lost the combat. No reroll.
Nope.
So,
Except 6.
can he stay?
Yes.
Well, he can. And that's the end of turn 3 for the Ogres. Movement is complete. Charge in the rear here. These guys have reformed round after the other knights shuffled backwards. Mounted Yeomen coming back round in the game, having scared off 2 Saber Tusks. Magic. 7. We'll try our channels and see what spells we get off. Magic was complete. Curse of the Midnight Wind and Harmonic Convergence were both cast down here. I did manage to stop Ice Shard Blizzard, I think it was. Bowmen have all fired, managed to finish off another of the Lead Belchers, and it's now the Trebuchet, once again, going for its fairly hapless counterpart. No, it's miles down here somewhere. Starting with this one down here, just to see whether or not he can Heroic Killing Blame me. We've got the Fear Test first, which he's passed this time. Right. 4 attacks.
All hit.
Yeah, just looking for 1 6. Oh, I can't see any of them.
None of them are 6s.
None of them are 6s.
None of them wound.
No wounds. Okay, I'll grab my dice for swinging back. Thunderlord swung back. His attacks were saved. The Rhinox has swung back. We have got a couple of wounds through. One of them has made it through the rerollable armor save. It's a 5-up ward to keep him alive. Oh, he's gone. Excellent. 1 guy down. Only an army to go. Champion cut down in the challenge that was issued. Managed to do a couple of wounds for our prophetess, but that was it. I've lost by 5. It's a Snake Eyes to stay. No. Take it, everybody's going to be chasing me.
Well, just the paladin.
Just the paladin, okay. I'm off 7 inches. 5, he hasn't caught me. Turn 4, Ogre movement is complete. Rhinox Rider charged in to 1 unit of Bowmen. Iron Blaster charged into the other. They both standing shot, didn't manage to do anything. We've got the Lead Belchers bearing down on the final unit. These guys did not manage to rally, carried on fleeing away. Did take another wound to the dangerous terrain from the forest. And the Scrap Launcher has turned around to line up down here, which, with no magic, thanks to the Firebelly leg in it, is what we'll go on to now. We're going to aim same place, straight for this lad's head. Yay! We might possibly have hit something. Didn't manage to wound the 1 knight who was just clipped. The shooting over here was a little more successful. Managed to shoot enough of the bowmen for them to turn and leg it, abandoning their defensive stakes as they turn and flee. Means we're coming down to the combat here. I'm not going to get any impact hits on this one due to the stakes. So we'll do him first with all of his attacks. I'm hoping it's still going to be able to get through them. And then, having already shot through the obstacle on that side, I'll get all the impact hits and goodness from him. As anticipated, the Thunderlord and the Iron Blaster both absolutely decimated. The Bowman in front, Iron Blaster's actually gone off the table in his eager pursuit of them. I swear he'll be coming back next turn. I don't have very much left on the board at this point then, as we go into Bretonnians' turn 4. Thankfully, they're a little bit out of position to grab what I've got left down here. But there's a big trebuchet with a very long range, and knights are fast and scary. Movement complete for the Bretonnians. We had 1 charge initially going into the Ogres, who had to carry on fleeing. He successfully redirected into the front of the Scrap Launcher. Other stuff's all moved round. Didn't rally down here, and those peasants are gone. And the bowmen have come up to do the annoying thing of standing right next to him and stopping him doing the whole amount. But there we go. Magic.
10.
It's pretty good. Okay, 10 dice, and I've got not a lot to dispel with. Magic, there's an Ice Shard Blizzard down on the Scrap Launcher, and Comet Cassandora that's starting to come down over here. Shot from the trebuchet now, going into
On him indirects then.
indirect fire down this way. Yeah.
6
6.
Gonna miss.
Cool. Okay, we've just got one combat, which is this one down here. Ogres turn 5. Worth pointing out, scrap launcher destroyed by the paladin on the Pegasus. No charges because I haven't got anything that can. Let's see if I can rally these guys. 5, yes. Although, am I below 25% of my starting number? No, not yet. They're all gonna rally. I'll bring back on the Iron Blaster and I'll figure out what I'm doing with the rest of it. Magic phase. The comet did go off. It landed despite the lead belchers trying to run away from it. Did lose 2 more and a couple of wounds to that. For my magic, I've only got one thing to do. I'm doing a top level fireball on these guys. Throwing all 6 dice. That is not a very good roll. It might not even be cast. 10, 15, 18, 19. It is cast. It's cast on an 18. So
Level 4's going to find a spell.
yeah, that's dispelled.
26.
And we'll just do the leadership test for the guys up there. Passed. Shooting. Okay. There's going to be a shot from the Iron Blaster. We're going to go 10 inches from... oh, let's go from that. Where's there?
Front or back of their base, or middle of their base.
The middle of the base, the head. So 2 inches short. And we bounced 2, but we can re-roll that.
4 inches short.
4. Only hit 1, wounded them. They saved the ward save again. Jay's been making an insane amount of those ward saves. That's it for my turn. Yeah, turn 5, Bretonnians. Bretonnian movement complete. Had a charge going in down here. Did declare it with these guys as well, but they fell short. Paladin's come behind to make himself a nuisance again. And these ones have gone into the back of my Thunderlord. Draw for your Winds of Magic. Not hugely powerful. I'll try my channel. I can do it again now. Nope. Right, we'll see what spells we got off this time, and we'll come back when the trebuchet is lining up some shots. Spells, we got Whiston's Wild Form and Savage Beast of Horus on the Prophetess, warrior priestess that she is now. The trebuchet did fire down here, only managed to kill 1 in the end. This combat, and a challenge is being issued by the souped up warrior princess into the fire belly. Can't refuse it, there's nowhere I can go, so I'm going to have to accept. So, should we do her first?
Yeah, go on.
So she's got +3 attacks from this, which takes her up to a mighty 4 attacks. Fear test, though.
Yes.
Ooh. So 4 attacks. 2 hits. That's enough. I've only got 1 wound left. And with Wissans and your Savage Beast, you're at +4 strength.
7.
So strength 7. That's his 2s to kill him. Poor one of them. Gone through. Nothing he can do about it. Firebelly is slain in the challenge with 1 wound through on that. Okay, I'll let the other knights do their thing, see what I've got left to swing back with and work out the combat res. They lost the combat, swinging back, didn't manage to do anything at all, and turned and fled. Haven't been chased down, didn't lose any more wounds for the dangerous terrain from running through this guy, but we're down to below 25%, so there's not much chance of them coming back. We'll get this one down here worked out. And in this combat down here, the only thing I can do to try and keep myself alive, I've issued a challenge which has been accepted by one of the paladins at the front. Saves me taking all these attacks from all the rest of these knights. He's passed his fear test. Let's see what he does when he swings. 3 hits.
Strength 5.
Toughness 5. No wounds. I did manage to cause a wound, that was all, which is a little disappointing. It's these flipping ward saves he keeps making. I've lost the combat by miles. I am not hanging around. Presume you're going to be chasing me off the board, or are you going to try and hold?
No, I'm going to try and hold.
Okay. No belcher shot, Iron Blaster shot in the face if you hold.
Yeah, but I can charge it if I hold.
Okay, it's my turn next.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I probably made it off with a 4.
Yeah.
Just. Okay, I'm gone. Leadership test to see if they can stay where they are.
Yes.
8, they do. Cool, we'll get those guys moved round. It's my turn 6. I mean, there's not really anything I can do anymore. We'll try one more shot with an Iron Blaster and then I think that's game. Except I can't, because we did the leadership test for the Iron Blaster after having the unit break from combat. He failed it, he turned, he fled. So Ogres, I have got 2 lead belchers and 2 dudes here. We'll see if I can rally them on a Snake Eyes for being below 25%. No, so they're going to carry on legging it. How far do they go now? They're another 10 inches away. Possibly if I move around I can get some shots done on these mounted yeomen and do something. Managed to kill one of them, but thanks to being able to use the Knight's leadership next to him, there was no panic. We're rolling straight into Bretonnians' turn 6. There's one charge, which is to see if they can get them. It's a long one. Can you do it? 9. Possibly in. We'll double check. If not, we'll call it there. If they are, then we'll let them kill them and then end it.
They are just in.
Oh, they're in. The lead belchers were cut to pieces by the big charging unit of questing knights, which was hardly a surprise, and with it that was the end of the game. All that was left on the board for the ogres was 2 fleeing ogre guys who, let's be honest, are not going to turn around, and there was no time. Anyway, this is all that's left for the Bretonnians, so decent chunk left. Lots and lots of characters still here. Big unit of questing knights that did a lot of damage. First run out for the Bretonnians, so it's good to see them, and lots of food for thought for both Jay and myself about the army composition and what we'll be doing in terms of going to the North Remembers. So if you've got tickets to that event, we'll see you there. Maybe this is what you'll be up against, although I can certainly say from the Ogres' point of view, there are some changes happening to that list. Otherwise, hope you enjoyed seeing that game. As always, please give us a like, drop us a comment. If you're not subscribing already, please do. It really does help the channel out. And we'll see you soon for more.